Hey, hi, hello again. It's me, Amy the Baker, back with another video. Bubby is asleep. Today I'm making banana muffins because I have some bananas that I want to use up. And I need a video. So those two things, perfect combination. Gentle. Bubby could wake up at any moment. I hope he doesn't. I hope I can get this in the oven before he wakes up. I'm also working on a big diamond by number thing because I did one, the Van Gogh Starry Night, but my mom actually got me two of them that kind of go together, and I have two frames, and currently the other frame is just stock image cat in it. So I'm working on that and I have like that much done. It's gonna take me weeks, I think. Anyways, oh my god, I'm rambling.
Banana muffins, flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, banana, eggs, buttermilk, chocolate.
Yeah. Finally child-proofed the locks. So now I actually have to work to open them.
What is my hair doing? Feels weird.
Yeah. Leon got his 1-year vaccines today, and there's like 4 of them, 2 boosters and 2 complete new ones. He did really well, all things considered, but he's been pretty cranky, and I'm thinking it might make him nap a bit longer than he normally does.
Baking powder, salt, and vanilla.
The chocolate chips in the bulk section at Save-On were on sale the other day. I didn't get any, but I took a picture of the price just so I could compare if it was cheaper to buy the Hershey's Chip-Its in the big bag here. This is like $18, I think, for 925 grams. The bulk was on sale, $1.99 for 100 grams, which works out to more than that. Isn't bulk supposed to be cheaper? The only thing I need the scale for is the butter. It's finally snowing here, especially overnight. It snowed quite a bit. There's maybe 6 inches, maybe a bit more than that. So yesterday we had Leon out in his little snowsuit in the snow. He was fascinated, but was over it pretty quickly. I can't wait to do winter stuff with him because last year he was a newborn, so we didn't do anything really. This year he's big enough that we'll probably take him sledding and play in the snow and just all of that fun stuff.
Oh.
I should have mashed the bananas in that bowl first. 1 1/2. Close enough. 2/3 of sugar. What else? Oh, we did a little baby chef photo shoot.
He is so cute.
Because for his newborn photos, we did a baker photo shoot because I'm a baker and Nathan's a chef. I guess we're both technically chefs, but I'm a baker, he's a cook. I wish I had tried more to get some good smiling photos of him in the little chef hat, but Nathan's not always the best sport when it comes to those kind of silly things that I like to do.
Give this a little whiskey.
Milk, 1/4 cup. And then it's just the bananas next. They are not frozen, so they're actually still bananas. Also, isn't that weird? There's so many brown spots and the banana is clear. What are they doing to the bananas? I was doing some testing with the mics because the last couple of videos, there's been this weird buzzing. The first thing I did was charge everything up. Nothing was dead, but I figured it doesn't hurt to help. It doesn't hurt to charge them. Then just before I started filming this, I was doing some tests with the mics. The little pack I got came with $3.50. Mic pack I got came with 2 mics and then the adapter thing or whatever, the receiver. The first mic I tried was doing it, and then this one wasn't as far as I could tell, but I'll see when I edit this. I think maybe it's just the one mic is bad. I put it in the little pouch section. I'm not gonna get rid of it, just so I know that this is the better of the two. I apologize for the poor mic quality, but that's pretty par for the course for my videos. Bad audio is my brand, apparently. Okay.
Crushed up the bananas, added the vanilla.
This is just the milk and the butter, and the milk was cold, so it kind of seized the butter a little bit, but actually it's not too bad. The butter was hot enough. There's just a couple of butter chunks, but don't matter to me.
We'll take the whiskey.
Speaking of whiskey, I went out with Nathan, which was like the first real proper fun date that we've had away from Leon in the year since he's been born. And it was really fun. We went bar hopping a little bit. There's this one bar in our town that has these awesome hot dogs, but unfortunately when I went, they were still good, but it wasn't like the all beef ballpark dogs I was promised. So I was a little bit disappointed by that. Coffee.
What the hell?
It's right here. What color should we do? Do I have any yellow? Oh yeah. Gotta do yellow for banana.
The muffins are bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, we went on a date and it was fun. Nathan was supposed to plan us a date after we had a failed date a few months ago. And then he never did, but he was off all those days. So I was like, let's go to that place that has the hot dogs and check them out. And he's like, oh yeah, I was actually gonna say. Well, you didn't say actually though, I said. Men, I tell ya. Most of you watching are men, so. I was gonna say you don't need me to tell you, but maybe you do. Maybe men just need some help. I've actually been having that thought for a little while here, my sister and I. We were just talking as sisters do, and you know, it came up, this conversation that they had. And I won't get into personal details of their relationship, obviously. It was just when she was describing it to me, it's like, whoop. Just the kind of hand holding and coddling that you have to do a little bit when you have difficult conversations, particularly with men. And no offense to anybody. If you're feeling offended by that, look within yourself. There's probably a reason. Before you have the difficult conversation, you have to preface with like, I understand this and it's okay that. And it's a very common experience for women to have to do that for men, which on one hand sucks because as women, we were never given that grace. A lot of women since childhood have been being socialized and told how to be considerate and not to be too much or too in someone's face, you know? And men don't get socialized that way. But in turn, they're also not aware as much of the mental load and their own feelings and the way that other people might feel or the way that certain things make other people feel. I am a firm believer that consideration is the deepest form of love, and to be considered is to be loved, and to consider is to love. Most of the issues I've ever had in relationships is a lack of consideration. Anyways, that was not a very cohesive rant, but yeah, womanhood. You know what, another thing, I don't know if this relates to being a woman or just me being boring, which we have established on this channel that I am boring. I have this feeling when I speak, when I'm out in public or even with family, and I'm telling a story or talking about something I'm interested in, it always feels like whoever I'm speaking to is just waiting for me to be done. I'm speaking, but in my mind, I'm anxious, like, okay, how can I wrap this up? How can I get to the point? When in reality, I just want to speak. I want to speak freely and speak my mind and talk about things I'm interested in or tell stories that had an impact on me. And it's really disheartening to be around people who are just waiting for you to shut up or waiting for their turn to talk. Maybe that's a societal problem and an individualistic problem, even going back to me just wanting to speak. But it's a little different because I also love listening. I love listening. I love hearing about people's lives and things that people are interested in. I get excited by people being excited about things. And so I just want that same energy back. It's very nice. I have quite a few friends and people in my life that do match that energy with me. And those are honestly the only type of people that I want to keep around and do keep around and hold close, is people who love me and who I in turn love. Yeah, so if you're around people who aren't interested in the things that you say, if it's just like an acquaintance thing or you're out in public, like just get through the moment, be you, be yourself. That's what I do. Even if people don't like me, whatever, I like me for the most part. And as for the people that you hold near and dear and are in your life regularly, we are reflections of the people we hold closest. So hold good people close to you. I'm gonna get these in the oven and I'll be back for a taste test. So don't you worry, don't you fret. This video, it's not over yet. I, Amy the Baker, will be back right now. I'm back and I have a muffin. This is my diamond by number thing. I've got all the way across the bottom done. And then it kind of goes up. Well, I started like in this corner and I've been slowly working, and then just today I decided I wanted to go all the way that way. Anyways, yeah, I just figured I should address that because it's sitting right there. Oh, also look at this. I thrifted him. He's so cute. And then I just have chocolates in there.
Obviously, for Christmas, need chocolates.
Banana muffin, first bite. I love this recipe. I've used it for a long time now. I only just started editing the footage from the baking portion, so I can't remember verbatim what I was talking about at the end, but I feel like I was getting into some emotional stuff, emotional intelligence kind of stuff. And then last night I was just thinking about how, you know, my partner's a man. I guess it might not be obvious, but I've talked about him before, so, and I have a child with him, so kind of obvious given the context clues. Anyways, he has a lot of guy friends, and in having a lot of guy friends, he will have groups of guys over, and there's been more than one occasion where they start talking about experiences they're going through or feelings, emotions, whatever. It would be very easy for me to just sit there criticizing everything that they're saying with the attitude that, oh, well, women go through this and women go through this, so you shouldn't be complaining about that, that, and that. But at the end of the day, feelings are feelings, suffering is suffering. Emotional responses are emotional responses, and it does them no justice for me to be that way. I mean, I've never really been that way. I've always been sympathetic to the plights of men. And I think that goes down to me having a very masculine energy. And because of that masculine energy, I'm often not accepted in women's spaces. Maybe not... Maybe a lack of acceptance isn't the right way to put it, but it's just I don't feel welcome. And I would assume to an even larger degree that's how men feel in women's spaces. So I have a frame of reference in regards to that. So good. And while I don't think it's anyone's job to fix or emotionally regulate anyone else, I suppose therapists, that is literally their job, but in regards to interpersonal relationships, it's not anyone's job to help someone become emotionally mature. That being said, when you are in a relationship, if you choose to be in a heterosexual relationship as a woman with a man, there is a certain level of slack that you need to pick up, because boys in general in the past have not been raised to know how to build community, to know how to be considerate, to know how to carry their portion of the mental load. So it's unfortunate to have to sort of be a teacher, and it can make you feel like a mom sometimes, which is not a super intimate thing to feel with your partner. But ultimately, if you truly love someone, having those difficult conversations and helping them grow into the man that you see them to be or you want them to be, not that you should love an imaginary version of someone that doesn't exist yet. You have to accept people as they are. That being said, you can help people grow if you are also growing. I don't know. It's very complex. I gotta put my hair up. It's suddenly very warm in here. Good enough. Yeah, so that's some of my thoughts. I do have many, many thoughts on psychology and philosophy and all of that. I actually have a whole poetry collection that touches on a lot of different things in regards to psyche, but what do I know? I'm just some dumb baker posting random internet videos for like 50 people. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. And I'll see you guys again in the next one. Peace.
Oh.